Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our privilege to have him with us all morning. Matt Groening's in the shed, ladies and gents. Okay, Matt, did you ever worry that as a lot of the humour in The Simpsons comes from our knowledge of the characters, that it'd be really hard to sort of start again with Futurama?
Yeah, of course. Every time you start something new, especially following a hit like The Simpsons, yeah, of course, it's completely scary. Exactly.
Okay. Is it true you only sketched out the idea for The Simpsons minutes before meeting James Brooks because you didn't want Fox to have control over your Life in Hell characters?
That is true. That is true.
Okay, that's absolutely true. You just sketched out. You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't draw humans before. I used to draw rabbits, little cartoon rabbits and stuff, and so that was the first time I actually drew humans, and they came out looking like Homer and Bart and all the rest.
Well, I hope Fox gave you a very good deal. Okay, bearing in mind your rough treatment of theme parks with Itchy and Scratchy World, and in Futurama as well, we've got the Lunar Park on the moon, which I thought was good. Is it true you're thinking of actually opening Matt Groening theme park yourself to either The Simpsons or?
Yeah, Groening Land.
Groening Land.
Yes. No, I'm not gonna. No, I would love to have a giant statue of Homer, 600 feet tall. And his head revolves and spotlights down over the city. Maybe we do it in London?
Yeah,
that'd
maybe
be great.
A bar in the head.
Yeah, a bar in the head as he spins around. Except, most of those towers, it's only once an hour.
Is it?
This would be once.
You want to go really fast? Yeah, really fast. With just drums really
exactly. Yeah. And low railings.
Now that's a bar.
Yes.
Okay. The Simpsons is particularly notable for its ongoing cast of celebrity voice guests. Do people come to you to be on the show, or do you approach them?
You want to be on the list?
I'd love to.
We have a long list of people who want to be on the show, yes.
Could I be on that long list, just so I can say I'm on the
we'll
list?
add you to the list.
Just have a list gratuitously.
Yeah, exactly. Don't call us.
I won't. I won't know your number. They won't give it me. I've already asked. Okay. Who's been your favourite character of them all?
I love Homer because I relate to him more and more every year. He's the guy. He's the guy. He's the guy. There are consequences. I mean, he could cause a nuclear meltdown, but also he really loves what he loves. He loves his donuts. He loves his beer. He loves everything. And I think sometimes you feel superior to Homer, but I think deep down inside we know.
We all worship Homer.
Yes,
really.
exactly.
Okay, Matt. We like nothing more on this show than a frivolous game. So we like to bring it down, become even more shallow. Just when you think they can't get any shallower than that, we can.
Shallow games.
Shallow games. Based around your celebrity guest artistes, we present to you now Star Draws. Hey! I have a number of mystery celebrity faces here of people who've lent their voices to guest characters on The Simpsons. What you've got to do via a cunning, cryptic clue is guess who they are and, of course, tell us any amusing anecdotes about them that cross your mind.
Okay.
And that amusing anecdotes clause at the end there, that's important to make this item actually worth doing.
Right.
Okay. Because in itself, I can tell you now, it's not that funny. Okay, so here we go. Here's the very first one. Okay, I can give you the clue. Don't look at the cards. This deep-voiced actor is best known as the voice of a space invader.
Was this James Earl Jones?
It is, yes. Hey! When has he appeared on The Simpsons, and any funny anecdotes?
He has appeared multiple times. He's appeared multiple times on The Simpsons. I think his most memorable appearance was when he actually played the voice of Maggie. He actually did Maggie in a disturbing Halloween nightmare, in which he turned his head, basically like this. Imagine this is Maggie. Turned his head and said, "This is indeed a disturbing universe." And that came out of Maggie's mouth.
That came out of Maggie's mouth. That's disturbing. You ready for the second one?
Sure.
Okay. Good anecdote as well. I really pepped that up. Okay, here we go. It was wanting, wasn't it? Okay, here we go. This is number 2. This former cat spent one fine day as Mindy.
Oh no. I don't know. I'm flummoxed. What I don't know.
She was in the film One Fine Day?
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes, it is Michelle Pfeiffer. When did she appear on The Simpsons, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer played Homer Simpson's co-worker Mindy, and did not look quite as pretty as she does in real life. At least the way we drew her. You see what I'm saying?
I'm the only one who found that episode quite sexy. Because I actually, when they were on that business conference, I found that quite a sexy scene.
Yeah,
when they're there and the kiss and everything. I really...
Yeah.
Sorry, I went put that away. Okay, I'll get myself in trouble. Okay, number 3. This great mind found the time for a brief drink with Homer. That was one of the funniest cameos I've seen on The Simpsons. Who do you think it is?
Stephen Hawking?
It is Stephen Hawking. There we go.
Wow. Yeah, he actually did the show. And he came to a table read. He did the rehearsals, everything. It was great. It was great.
Yeah. You came to a table read?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Okay.
No, there's nothing funny to say about it. We were honored. We were thrilled, and you got to watch that clip. That's a really
It's a funny show, that one.
Yeah.
When I just went home and does his voice at the bar.
Right, exactly.
I have another drink or whatever it was. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, very last one for what is proving to be an absolute smash, isn't it?
Yes. I'm good at this.
Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. This ivory tinkling passenger likes a fight on a Saturday night, but he's still standing.
Is this Elton?
Yeah, this is Elton John.
Yeah.
When was Elton on The Simpsons, and can you tell us an amusing anecdote about him?
All I remember is that Homer ended up locking Elton John in a small dog carrier at an airport.
Nice. Good one. Okay, just one last thing. Rupert Murdoch, you actually got him on the show. How hard was that, and how much? Because in it, he sent himself up in it. How hard was that, and what was it like working with essentially the boss?
It was great. It was great. It was the smallest paycheck he's ever received. But
you feel proud of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Well, listen, Matt Groening, thank you very much for coming down here. Matt Groening, ladies and gentlemen. Futurama is on Sky One tonight. Make sure you check it out. It will be as big, if not bigger, than the Civvies. Back in a couple of seconds. Don't go away.